guests, dignitaries, special friends, and members of the community. Bienvenue à toutes et à tous. Nous vous souhaitons une bienvenue à la Chambre des communes pour les célébrations de la 315e Vaisakhi. आप सब लोग वैसाखी दियां लाख बधाइयां अते बहुत निकीत जी आए हैं हार्दिक स्वागत खुश आमदीद. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vaisakhi on the Hill. My name is Hansdeep from Chin Radio 97.9 FM here in Ottawa, and I've been given the honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies here today. Today's event is an annual community gathering and features cultural performances as well as Vaisakhi greetings with some very special guests. I will now ask all our guests to please stay risen for the singing of our national anthem by Rachel Dillon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce someone who is always kind enough to make himself available for us on Chin Radio 97.9 FM here in Ottawa, and I'm sure many of our listeners that are here amongst us will attest to that as well. He has not only served the members of his constituency, but also Canadians from coast to coast, as the Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Veterans Affairs. Closer to home, he has certainly brought this event to a whole new level since becoming the key organizer for Vaisakhi on the Hill several years ago. Please put your hands together and join me in welcoming your Member of Parliament for Brandon Springdale, Mr. Param Gill.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bonsoir, madame, monsieur. Sat Sri Akal, namaste, assalamu alaikum. Let me thank each and every one of you, first of all, for coming and attending Vaisakhi on the Hill. Vaisakhi marks one of the most important observances of the year for Sikhs in Canada and around the world as we celebrate the birth of Khalsa, which was founded in 1600. I would like to recognize also the High Commissioner of India, High Commissioner Nirmal Verma, for taking the time out and being here with us today. Also want to thank all the guests for taking the time out in your busy schedule, especially everyone that drove here from the GTA to be with us and be with us every year as we celebrate Vaisakhi on the Hill. And ladies and gentlemen, let me now move on and introduce a special guest that we have here with us this afternoon. This remarkable individual has done a tremendous job towards building our country and guiding Canada through one of the most turbulent times in its economic history by helping create 1.1 million net new jobs. Since coming to office in 2006, our government has also reduced over 160 different types of taxes. An average family of four now saves $3,400 per year. His steadfast dedication towards improving the lives of Canadians is unwavering. Under his leadership, Canada is the envy of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow colleagues, please help me welcome our Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Stephen Harper.
Distinguished guests, High Commissioner, all of my Parliament colleagues, obviously, and Param Gill, Minister Uppel, and strong supporter there. Everybody else, Joyce Smith, Bob Becker, Brad Budd, Patrick Brown, Nina Graywell, Senator Garrett, Ron Buchanan, Leon hiding in the corner there. Lamar Haynes, Amir Shori, Senator Julian, Seth, Wei Young, and Pat Goldberg, thereby founding one of the world's great religions. Again this year, there have been many joyful celebrations across the country. Last month, I'm told, some 200,000 people, a little bit bigger than here on Hill, some 200,000 people participated in the annual Vaisakhi parade in Surrey, British Columbia. This, I'm pleased to note, is one of the largest Vaisakhi events held anywhere in the world. Furthermore, while gift-giving is a Vaisakhi tradition, the Surrey Sikh community took it a step further this year. Hardworking volunteers from the Amar Karma Organ Donation Society spend the day encouraging people to get back to their community by registering as organ donors. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a great cause, and we should all applaud their efforts there in Surrey. This year, for example, on the road to 2017, this year, 2014, is the 100th anniversary of the outbreak of the First World War. And with that in mind, I'd like to use this Vaisakhi observance to share a story that is of some importance, I know, to Canadians who seek heritage, and a great story of service for all of us. I want to speak about Private Bhagat Singh. Private Singh was born in India in 1907. At the age of 14, he came to Canada and became a farmer. Now, sadly, he faced discrimination in Canada, something not unusual for the times, although that makes it no less a matter for profound regret today. Nevertheless, despite all that, Bhagat Singh still believed in Canada and the idea and the ideals of Canada. De bonne volonté qui caractérise la saison de Vaisakhi, il nous rappelle que les valeurs auxquelles aspirent les Canadiens et Canadiens ont un attrait universel. Amid the goodwill of the Vaisakhi season, it reminds us that the values to which Canadians aspire are of universal appeal, crossing the boundaries of cultures, religions, and backgrounds, and bringing them together. I'm delighted to learn that in recent years, members of Canada's Sikh community have worked hard to see that Private Singh does not remain an unknown soldier. Since 2008, an annual memorial service has been held every November, November 11th, at his grave in Kitchener, where his service to Canada is recognized. Canadians of all faiths and creed pay tribute, as they should, for Sikhs have always contributed and never hesitated to defend the great values for which Canada stands. Because these are the same values that make you, Canada's Sikh community, so strong. So ladies and gentlemen, as we enjoy Vaisakhi again this year, let us also proclaim our admiration for the success of the Sikh community in Canada and for your tremendous contributions in making Canada the best country in the world. Je vous souhaite à tous et à toutes un heureux Vaisakhi. I wish all of you a happy Vaisakhi.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Thank you for your remarks, and my colleague Parngill and his staff for putting this celebration together once again for the third year in a row, and you guys have outdone yourselves. Also to my colleagues, Minister Jason Kenney, Brad Butt, Bob Deckard, and Patrick Brown for helping to co-host this event. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather as friends and colleagues with the Sikh community across this country to celebrate the founding of the Khalsa by Guru Gobind Singh, which in part established the Sikh identity, the 5 Ks, which is so important to Sikhs. So on Vaisakhi Day, on behalf of the Prime Minister and on behalf of Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird, I was very proud to announce that Amritdhari Sikhs will be able to wear their turbans in all Canadian missions around the world. This government respects not only for the Sikh faith, but also underlines our commitment to freedom of religion around the world. Friends, as you know, Canada is the home to one of the largest Sikh populations outside of India, and the Sikh community in Canada has made immeasurable contributions to our great country. For over 100 years, Canadian Sikhs have contributed significantly in all areas of endeavor,
whether that's in business, as professionals, in the public service, or, as the Prime Minister mentioned, in the Canadian Armed Forces. And we just heard from the Prime Minister the story of Vaisakhi Singh. I'm very pleased to see more and more young Sikhs entering the Canadian forces and serving their country proudly, just like Vaisakhi Singh, and we thank them for their service. In the spirit of Seva, selfless service, Canadian Sikhs have generously donated to build a stronger Canada through supporting hospitals, food banks, and many other projects right across this country. So in Vaisakhi, it is a great opportunity to celebrate the contributions that Canadian Sikhs have made to our country here in Canada. Friends, in closing, allow me to wish you, with your families and every Sikh Canadian across this country, a very happy Vaisakhi. Vaisakhi ਦੀਆਂ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our formal segment for the ceremonies here at Parliament Hill. Please note that we'd like to take an opportunity to meet and mingle with the community, and also refreshments are now being served at the hall behind you, and we'd like you to meet and mingle with the audience. There will be a photo opportunity with the caucus members present and some of the performers as well. Please be reminded that to my left is your entrance and to my right is the exit for the refreshments that are being served. Once again, provided and sponsored by Parminder Nipichikwa from Ishina Distinguished Cuisine. As always, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सब।